It's Sunday. It's just past 8 o'clock. It's stream time. Hi, folks, and welcome to Arrakis. No, not Arrakis. Welcome to the Exiled Lands with Conan Exiles. How is everyone this lovely Sunday evening? Me. It's been a bit of a chaotic last few minutes, rushing around because I've been caught up watching Max's Campfire Clowns stream from last night, and I got a bit caught up, and then I realised, oh, it's time to go live. So it's been a bit hectic for the last few minutes, but we're here, we're live, we're ready to go. Right, let me see. And Robert Mannix is back in the -- spot. Good evening, Anger. Good evening, chat. Ian, August 2nd. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Bulwark is 3rd. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Bandy B, good to see you. Ian's asking who's looking forward to Dune Awakening. Me. Sheriff Noman saying good evening. Bulwark, last week I suggested a match between Brownie and Rockslide and said I would test it, and the result is don't. Just don't. He continues to say, I took a level 20 Greater Bear, fully buffed, well-trained perk, 9,700 HP, 1,500 armor, and 49 total strength, and it would have died if it wasn't for my max agility build and my Voidforged bow. Oocha. Oh well, good to know. Suburban Dad Gaming, good to see you. Hello. Happy National Devil Dog Day. Wow, that's a day. Bandy B says, yeah, June, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but hate PvP, me too. It's not my thing, me either, and that concerns me. So it really depends on a few factors. How many people on a server? So the whole thing is that you don't have to do any PvP if you don't want to. The beginner zones, the Haga Basin and the zones above that are all PvE. There's no base raiding, none of that kind of stuff. The later POIs can be PvP, but anything you get from those POIs, it is possible to buy from traders. So you don't have to go in there if you want. The end zone, the deep desert, the very end zone is group PvP. So it'll be like clans will be trying to get the spice, organising that and trying to PvP. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So you can have a lot of fun fully in PvE and don't have to do any PvP at all. Bandy B says, if you have ever played the first Star Wars MMORPG where the player cities made Mos Eisley look tiny, is that Star Wars Galaxies, you mean? That is one of the good things about Dune Awakening, is that although it's on online servers, you can't have a base sprawl, because you can only build your base when you put your sub-fief console down. So if you watch my video that came out yesterday, there's like a thing that looks like I don't know, it almost looks like a bucket, and it has a big number glowing 3 on it that you put down, and that sets your location. And the beginning sub-fief only allows you to put a 5x5 block down. So your base has got to be small in the starter zone. You can then get an advanced sub-fief later on that makes a little bit bigger, but again, you're still confined within the space of that advanced sub-fief. I can't remember what that is. So you can't have massive sprawling bases like you have on Conan, where there's no limitation to where you build. Once you've started building, you can keep building until you butt up to the edge of somebody else's location. But that's not the case in Dune Awakening. You have to build within the sub-fief area, which keeps things in control. So that's an excellent idea. Right, let's see. Cathy Ann, good to see you. How are you? Ian saying, not too bad considering the outrageously silly time I logged in. Ooh, really? Fake says, good evening. Good to see you, Fake. Cathy Ann says, don't forget to smash that like button. Gently. As we say around here. Thank you, Cathy Ann. Ian says, already did that just before I noticed the time I logged in. Rex Havoc, good to see you. Shade, good to see you. Zereth, good to see you. Dennis Paradis, good to see you. Has anyone had a look at the mod Grim? I've seen Eradication's video. Not played it myself. That's the one. It's basically an extension to the Exiled Lands. So there's more stuff in the Exiled Lands. Bulwark saying, Sheriff, are you playing on normal difficulty or hard? Nevertheless, the result is interesting. 6 badges. Bonsoir, mon ami. How are you? He's playing on normal difficulty. Okay, interesting. Monkey Balls, good to see you. Dennis is saying when he watched the video for the Grim map, it made him want to buy a PC. There you go. That good. Trip FTW, good to see you. How are you? Good afternoon. Robert Mannix saying good bonsoir to 6. That's what it is. Okay. Everybody saying hello to each other. Hello to Kenneth Brenner, good to see you. Joe Kim, good to see you. Beck the Tinkerbot, good to see you. Grishnak, good to see you. Oh, I've just jumped. Oh, I hate when it does that. There's Grishnak. Right, okay, there we go. Found it. Mark Santos, good to see you. Grishnak says, stop making us all jealous. Woolworth saying, please like the stream, people. 5.56 Tsunami. No notification. Really? I put the notification out last night, as I always do. Or no notification that we're going live, maybe. Interesting. YouTube being YouTube. Mari18, hello, new here. Well, welcome. Just subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, Mari, and welcome to the live stream. Good to have you along. If there's anything you need answered, the people in here or myself there's so many hours of knowledge in this chat that if you have any questions, just stick them in the chat and somebody will help you out. If I don't see it, somebody else will. Great Rain Dancer, finally caught a live stream. Love your calming content. Thank you very much, and welcome along to you too. Some new people to the live stream. Excellent to hear. Let's see. Odin's Chaos Force. Hello to you. Smokus Copus, good to see you. Not seen you around for a wee while. Good to have you back. Can you play single player on June? So it is online servers only at the moment. They are looking at the possibility of private servers or maybe a single player game. But you don't have to interact with anybody. You can play it all by yourself or by the group. You'll struggle to do the deep desert stuff by yourself because you need somebody to fly the machines and somebody to drive the machines. So you need to do that kind of stuff as a group. But like I say, you don't have to do the deep desert if you don't want to. Mark saying, don't mind me, I won't be in chat much, but I'm listening while I change my winter wheels for my summer rims. I'm sipping a double with Fatty, so it might take all day. Not a problem at all, Mark. You and chill out and relax and enjoy yourself. Six Badger says, on April the 27th, enjoying a treat in the name of National Devil Dog Day. The day honours the service member dubbed the nickname and the devilish snack cake. Okay. Not heard of that before. Bukamek Abelhak, he says, probably butchering that massively. Welcome along. Max from Camper Flying, good evening, good to see you. Just saying, Camper, that we almost missed I almost missed the beginning of the stream because I was trying to watch your stream from last night. Very entertaining so far. Anyway, I don't know, maybe about an hour into it. Very entertaining. Nice, interesting PvP on the go. Let's see. Bandy B saying, yes, it was Star Wars Galaxy. I see. Who else do we have? Beck says, I'm doing an Argosian playthrough in Exile Lands. I'm up in the Mounds of the Dead to farm Berserkers and hopefully a Delincia. Nice. That's all good. Big builds on Conan was always a bad idea. Yes, but on a lot of the official servers, we had it on Ark when I played Ark before. the official servers were just a nightmare because people would just block off everything. And that was the same in Conan official servers. So this system in June is going to certainly, probably people will find a way around things, but hopefully it'll help massively. I just saying the term devil dogs dates to 1917 or 1919. It's believed the name was coined by Germans to describe American soldiers during World War I and alluded to their tenacity. Oh, I see. Nothing to do with chili hot dogs then. John Bett, good to see you. How are you? Beck says, if Dune Awakening is made available on Xbox, I might try it. It's been playing Atomfall. It'll definitely come to Xbox and PlayStation eventually. They just want to get the PC version up and running first before they fully port it over to console. When is the next Dune episode coming out? It'll be coming out tomorrow, John Bett. And it's called Blood and Water. Yanni Panker finally caught the live stream. He's back in time. Good to see you. Monkey Balls, hello. Oscar. Oh, it jumped again. Oscar, I for one really like the building in Conan. Enjoy a good solid base for myself and my clan. I love the building in Conan too. The only problem is that you can build. I mean, I could literally fill. Don't punch anything. I could fill this whole area with one massive build. And in fact, on my live server, this area is taken up by Moira and has a huge base. But you could block. I've seen on one of the online server, I can't remember if it was an official server, somebody built a wall around New Azagarth. You couldn't get into New Azagarth because there was a giant wall all the way around it with spikes on the top and stuff like that, so you couldn't even climb over the wall. So you just couldn't enter New Azagarth. It's just like silly, but the sub-thief thing will sort that problem. First person shooter, good to see you. Started playing Grim map on my laptop. Exile land changes are interesting, and what I've seen of the expanded area is creative and fun. Challenging but not crazy. That sounds good. It does sound good. I just want to leave it a little bit longer to get it a little bit more quotes finished before I take a look at it. Audu bugger, sorry, lost track. Don't worry about it, Audu. I was just saying that I almost missed the start of the own stream because I was sitting watching Mac's video of you guys shenanigans last night. Good to see you anyway. Anurag, Conan Exiles, yes it is. There's next says I'm Billy No Mates, at least online. Hey, you've got us, and you never know. That might be a thing. We might do an anger clan. The only problem is that obviously you have to pick your servers, whether it's EU or US or whatever. You have to pick your world. So the lag for, although I've tried playing on NU servers and it's not too bad, but any lag is going to be a problem, especially if you go into the PvP part of it. So obviously I'll be playing on the EU, and I'll probably let people know what server I'm on, and we can maybe clan up or not. We'll see how it goes. Let me see. Is that me caught up? Is that everybody? Yanni saying previous week was working in some cabin in mountains and was nuts on something new. Oh, interesting. John Connor, good to see you. How are you? What a great name. Yeah, if the bases get too big, that's ridiculous. It also hurts the server because any building piece you place is going to cause lag issues, so it'll drag it down. Beck says, I heard a meteor come down but can't find it. Guess I'm not getting star metal. Oh dear. Lag is real, just ask Sesame. Indeed, yes. Oscar, I was so happy yesterday. I was riding around the frozen north and found 4 star metal nodes around. They weren't all close together either. Nice one. And did you have the bits to break it up? Could be Manshaft versus Clan Anger be a thing, says Howdo. Oh no. Who would be in the manshaft and who would be in Clan Anger? That would be the thing. Right, so today, last week we did the silver mine and we got a ton of eggs, scorpion eggs. And we put them in the compost bin to hatch out. Because they took an hour and 10 minutes, they weren't quite ready by the time the stream ended. So they are now hatched out. And they're in here. Scorpion hatchlings all over the place. So we want to try and get the best scorpions we can. So we're going to do some... Welcome back to Cooking with Anger again. Trying to talk a workmate to try Conan. He played Ark. Currently though he is too committed to Minecraft with his daughter and older Assassin's Creed games. Well, kids come first. Right, I need some demon blood. Do you have demon blood? Demon blood. And we want... Is that it? Shade Spice Demon Blood. I think this is the best food for crafting. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 of them. Get them cooking. Getting the big scorpion queen. How do you says, don't poach Thor and his good lady. So they would be on the US servers. Sheriff says, "How do? Just discovered your purge videos. Awesome, fun and respect." So yep, How do was most definitely, we say this all the time, he was most definitely the person for purges. Is, oh no, I need to go over here. No I don't, I need to go, what was I doing? I was cooking, that's what I was doing. Oh no, I've done the cooking. Dope. Now I need to go and get 5 scorpions that I put over in this. There's so many animals, I thought I'll put them in a 4, 5, and now I'm going to be over encumbered. Yeah, Outdo is the person for purge. His purge base is awesome, and his purge videos are just so entertaining. Right, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then put 5 of them in, and then we'll see what that comes out at in a later date. Okay, right, the plan for today is to take this dude, the Frost Giant Bodyguard. Now that we can make, we got the recipe for demon blood sausage last week, so we can make that now. We're going to take him and we're going to go and gather Heart of the Nordheimers, so that we can get a Yeti Protector, I think they're called. But we need a whole bunch of heart. Oh, put my phone on silent. 1 second. How rude of me. Here we go. Yeah, so we're going to make some demon blood sausage. What does that require? Is that it there? It needs demon blood and raw pork. We should have raw pork in here. We do. Let's take... Oh, we've got some sausage already. So let's just take half of that. No. 35. Take. So we're going to take the Frost Giant up north. I obviously didn't split that properly. Let me try that again. Let's get this cooking while we're... Craft all 50. Go. I must have split it instead of taking it. Or didn't even do that. 35. Take. That's better. At least you can do a loop of Janos and 2 Dinas. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, we need more demon blood. Is that all the demon blood I have? No, we've got We've got tons of it. Thought as much. Right, chuck that in there and craft another 35 of them. Let me see. Take a wee drink. John Connor saying, love your videos. Thank you very much. Camphor Clouds have already claimed Thor, Trip, Thor's Missus, Moira, Yorkle's bad guy. I think we've got this. You might be right. 6 badges. Okay, scrap it. We're not having a June clan. Although, are most of those people not in the US? I don't know where bad guy is. Or Yorkles. I think Yorkles is Europe. Broken Crusader, what are your thoughts on an Age of Calamitous playthrough? Maybe one day. I mean, the big thing is that the modded maps videos, they're just not that popular. And everything's always quite popular when it starts off. But obviously fades away over time. And those videos fade away quite quickly, because obviously there's limited people who have got an interest in them, because obviously none of the console players can play them, and a lot of the PC players are not interested in playing them, so they don't tend to do that great. Sheriff says, Grisnak, I think you were wondering about the Blood Moon boss. I tried it in both the pools and the Fractured Citadel, single player PC, and it's working fine. Okay, so that was heavily bugged because it was introduced at the time. It must have been the chapter 3 of Age of Sorcery when they opened Kurak's dungeon. Kurak's dungeon was on a time limit, and if you didn't complete it in time, a Blood Moon beast would appear and it would one-shot you. But the problem is the Blood Moon beasts that were on Sipta were therefore one-shotting you as well. So that's been fixed now, and it seems to be confirmed as being fixed. So that's cool. Right, I want to take a salted pork. I believe the spiced haunch is its 25% food. And we'll need... Are you stuck in that chair? You look like you're stuck in that chair. Let me help you move you over there. I want a grey lotus potion. And a gula. That one? No, that's sight. That one. Tears of Gula. Craft. Oscar says, oh dang, I made a mistake. I fed my scorpion shade spiced human flesh. Whoops, no wonder I only got one good scorpion. I think it'll do different percentage, but I'm sure it was a shade spiced blood is what I looked up earlier and was the best for the... Give you the best for the C and D variants. Right. There it is, Tears of Gula. Okay. We should be good. How is Robert's inventory? It's good too. Right, dude. Follow me. Now got 8,000 HP. Let's give you one of them. Let's give you one of them. And give you one of them. Use that. Use that. And the other one will have been automatically used. And we're going to give you Blood Moon sausage as food. Blood Moon sausage? Demon blood sausage. And I'm going to take one of these. Use, there we go. Give me 25% more damage. Right. Let's go. Head north. Let's see, Smokers, if your base can survive 5 rock slides, it's got to be pretty good. Yeah, well, I was discussing this with do the other day is so that's a mod that he's using to give you the old school. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? I need to be over here, so I should really go that way. Yeah, so that mod, and I'm not convinced that I've had a real rock slide attack on a tier 3 base before, and I'm sure the rock slide, which is a single rock slide, back in the original Purge days, and I'm sure they used to do a lot more damage to buildings. But I think maybe that mod needs a little bit of tweaking. Still really entertaining anyway. There's one of the mini ones. Let's do that one. What's it called? Molten magma or something like that. Living magma. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage. You got to continue to hit it. Let's get some sunder on it. Squish. There we go. Robert Mannix is on console, indeed. David William George Newell, good to see you. How are you? Oh, take that one out, please. Yeah, they really don't have much in the way of armor pen. Squish. This is the right one, is it not? Nope, that's the wrong one. Yeah, let's go one higher. Let me see. How do Robert Mannix? Oh, sounds like a Chaos Gods could be. Oh, I'm missing something that scrolled off the screen. Let me just scroll up a bit. How do my clan are going to try a level 10 purge while in the middle of a maelstrom? Could be in a couple of weeks. Ooh. So is that on GameLab server, Robert? Krishnak, been trying surges on my Sipta, run slowly working up the level, do level 3 so far without dying. I know Bloodmoon Beast is fine to summon, the beast makes life simpler. Summon the best question. Oh, okay. I know the Bloodmoon Beast is fine to summon the best question, so that the question mark stuff you need for surges. Six Badges saying he's got to look forward to that, Robert. Wish you can do a loop of Janos and 2 Dinas, indeed. Sounds like the Chaos God should be appeased, says Audu. Campfire Clown, Max says that sounds good, looking forward to that. Sheriff Griznak, I think you were wondering about the Blood Moon boss. I tried it. Oh, okay, we've had that one. David is saying, hi everyone, missed much. Took a bit longer to get back from the Black Keep. Got over there but forgot to take my bloody horse. Yorkles is from Yorkshire, strangely enough. Okay, that's cool. It says, thanks for testing. I also tested on a single player in creative mode. Cool. So Robert is on PS5, yes. 6 Badges, I don't want to buy a PS5 just to kick your ass, Robert. 6 Badges, if we can't beat him, we could damn well drink him to death. Portal Plays, good to see you. Where did you find the giant thrall? Where did we find him? We found him up in New Azagarth. When we were doing the Freya quest and we were up in New Azagarth, as you work your way around the outside, there is an altar, a Ymir altar, and you can sometimes get a thrall or an NPC that, I can't remember what it's called, the daughter of Ymir or something like that, who, if you kill her, drops a horn, and if you use the horn, you get a get a frost giant bodyguard. You can also get it if you go up. Where is it? Where is it? Up here. Up here in the Frozen Temple. The big boss in the Frozen Temple. He can also drop the horn as well. So you can get it off of him. That's where that dude came from. Right. Have I caught up? Have I caught up? New Asgard, but the frost giant boss in the temple also drops the horn, says Grisnak. There you go. See? Where is Sand Reapers? Casual Tansy. So Sand Reapers are, you can get some Sand Reapers here, just above the Shattered Springs. You get a couple of little ones around this edge here. Over, where is it now? Over here, somewhere around here, there's a Sand Reaper Queen and a bunch of other Sand Reapers there. There's a whole bunch over here, somewhere over here. Oh, I forget now. Oh, let me think. Is it? It's maybe over. It's over here, above the Black Galleon. This sort of area around these bits around here, and there's more queens over in this area. So basically, you have to come up along this edge here, and you'll find them up there. Or serpent for the poison, yeah. Lidigara, that's her name, yeah. Drops a horn, but she's quite a rare spawn. She doesn't appear there all the time. Ladigara, daughter of Ymir. Oh, so there was a daughter of Ymir in it. Thank you, Game Labs. And a few people saying it now. I always forget Ladigara's name and call her Lagarthra, like from Vikings TV show. Grishnak says, I got a black Yeti on first kill of the Black Hand boss on my serpent run. I'm going the wrong way. Come on, out of the way. I need to go over this way. She hits like a truck. She does do a lot of damage. I think on my run she actually killed who did she kill? Was it Freya that she killed? I think it was. She killed Freya and had to go and restart the quest with her again. I wish they would remove the jailers in the Mound of the Dead village and Stargazer's crest. Lady Gaga, daughter of Ymir, says Scott Cooney. Just to make the whole Dalencia thing a bit easier. Right, we have no Sacred Hunt event on at the moment, so there's nothing here, but almost certainly there'll be an invisible altar if we run up to it. There we go. Invisible, we can't get past it, an invisible altar to Jebel Sag. Sometimes some floating candles around, although you mainly get the candles around the caravans. Alright, let's get going, let's get up to the north. Loves his chat. Smash the like button gently. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right, can we get up on here? Up, up. There we go. Through here. So, for the people who are interested in Dune Awakening, you've no doubt heard there is going to be a large-scale beta test on the weekend of May the 9th to the 12th. It's going to be tens of thousands of people are going to have access to it, but it's going to be accessed by a key. They're controlling it by a key. And the good news is you can go onto Steam right now and you can apply for the key. If you look up the Dune Awakening page on Steam, how do I get down? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there's a book there. There is a book there. forgot about that.
My people do not like
The cheer remote. Cool.
so look upon these ruins.
Yeah, so you can apply from the Steam page for the... So Scott's saying he's signed up and get a potential key. Kanjal Tadzi, thanks for the sub. I need to get down off of here. I don't remember this being so high up. So you can do that, but also, as an alternative, I have been told that I will be getting a bunch of keys in order to give away to people. But we haven't got the details exactly yet of how many keys, etc. we're going to get, but we're supposed to get them next week. So what we'll be doing is we will be doing a Discord giveaway for Steam keys for the beta weekend. Once I find out how many I'm getting and the details, etc., I will be doing a giveaway of the keys that we get, so that you can get in and join the beta weekend. And as you have possibly seen in various other giveaways I do on my Discord, they are not really that well, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. There's not that many people enter those competitions. Obviously, a lot of them are usually for DLCs, for Conan, etc., that people probably already have. But basically, I'm saying it's going to be a decent chance for you to get a beta key, and probably a better chance than applying through Steam, because there's lots of people going to be applying through Steam. So apply through Steam anyway, because then it gives you 2 chances. But watch out on the Discord next week for a beta key giveaway appearing. I'm not sure, and obviously 9th of, what's that, is that 2 weeks away? Yeah, well, it'll be May next week, yeah, the weekend after that. Yeah, so it'll be 2 weeks away to now. It'll be happening, so we'll probably be doing the actual giveaway like the day before or something like that. We'll actually close it, but we should go live sometime this coming week, once I find out how many keys I'm going to get. So if anybody who's interested in playing the beta, it's the same beta, it's the limited beta that what I'm playing in my current videos I've been putting out the last couple of days. How do you say? Hopefully my long weekend at work. So yeah, it's a limited, you only get certain areas, not that you'll have time to do that much of the game anyway. You can only level up to like level 20 or 25, something like that. But it'll give you an idea, and you'll have time to of course you need to have bought the game to apply for the beta. Is that true? I didn't think that was the case. I think it's just a separate option. 6 badges. The Sorcerer's Cavern isn't even back on the hunt, ended ages ago. Surprised the Sorcerer's Caravan event isn't back on the hunt. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's not a thing where they're swapping back and forth between the two of them. Right, there's a Dina. Let's kill Dina and take her heart. Like that. The good thing about these hearts is they don't have a timer. The Heart of the Heroes do have a 40-odd minute timer. These don't, so we can have heaps of them. I don't want any of our other stuff. Right. I think the other one is around that rocks over there. I always forget, and of course it's got dark. Where's Robert gone? There he is. A dark horse and a dark night. It was a dark horse and a dark night. Audio's saying, I haven't pre-ordered and it's let me request a chance on Steam. Yeah, I didn't think you had to have bought it. Unless 6 badges you're thinking of Oh, Cathy Ann says, sorry anger in chat, but I'm leaving early as I need to sleep. Been awake since 5 AM. Take care. Thanks for popping by, Cathy Ann. Have a great sleep. Hope you feel better tomorrow. Yeah, I'm wondering if you're thinking about the early start 6 badges, where if you buy the game, the top 2 tiers of the game, you can get a 5-day early start. But I believe the beta weekend should be completely free. Right. Oh no, she's over there. I see her. We're one more to the south. There's the other Dina. There we go. Another Dina Master Huntress. Take her out. Oh no. Oh, will we? Will we? We got a bit close. Let's have a go. Oh, I forgot about that. Do I have a bow? I do. What is he at? 91%. We're at 98. Oh, he's like bugged out. There we go. Whirlwind. Oh, it didn't knock him down. Watch out for the branches coming out. Uh-oh. I've pulled aggro. We're doing okay. He's got so much HP that he's doing fine. He's also got that's good healing food. Oh, I need water. I need water. And I don't have Cathy Ann to look after me anymore. Take some food as well. Alright. Rock branches at 53%. 48%. And he's not as trained up as I wanted him to be, so he's only at level 8. Oh, hang on, he's at 32%. Oh, look, what's happened there? What happened? Right, let's move, let's move. Let's move. Let us move, let's go. What happened? He went down awful quickly all of a sudden. Right, has rock branch stopped? He has. Okay, that's interesting. Why did he go down so quickly in such a short period of time? It's only one rock branch. That's true, but I don't have a dirty dozen to help me out. Icy McSnowman is doing better than I expected. I already started prepping words to say at his funeral. So I'm confused. Because he was doing really good. And then all of a sudden you look back and he was down to 30%. It's like, what? Right. Dina hasn't respawned here yet, so let's go up and look for Janos. Maybe no food. I think he should have. Surely he hasn't burned through all his food already. No, he's still got a bunch of food. Very strange. In fact, let's give him. Let's use one of these stutter wraps on him to heal him up a bit. Sunder or something? Maybe? Sheriff is saying that's just what happened with his bear. Okay. Gamer says that's why no one goes for that Dina, as she is a deadly guardian. Yeah, we need to pull her away from him. She does wander about quite a distance, so after you sunder him, after you survive him. David's saying that's what he called, so what did Griznak say? Frosty. Don't forget Leon, that's what I meant to say, not Janus. Janus is a random spawn, but it's Liam that... Why have I picked up all this junk? Alright, how are you getting? 76%, that's fine. Yeah, it's Liam that I'm going for. Because he's a guaranteed spawn. Janos is a random spawn. And... what's the other one? Marcos, is it? Where am I? It needs to be... I need to be over here. Get that one. Didn't loot the Dina. Yeah, we were just running away. We'll get another one. We'll get another one. That Dina has got to be right underneath the rock branch. Right, I need to get up here. That's Leon's watch up there. Oh, come on, horse. Come on, horse. There we go. Oh, I think I've pulled some wolves. Excellent. And that's Leon over there, next to his bonfire. Just have some of his friends to take out. Oh, of course you would be an archer. Can we pull you out? You got to come out? No, you got to sit back down again. Okay. Squish. Oh, Leon's come right out already. Oh, a jailer as well. Get down. Get down. Right, that's those two down. Ooh, a star metal sword. We'll take that for breaking down. We'll take your coins. Arty meaty mashup. Doesn't tell you what it gives you. I think we're okay for jailer's keys, to be honest. Right, Leon, give me... Oh, of course, it's random. It's not even 100% drop anymore, is it? I love that this playthrough of Conan has just morphed into Anger's travelling circus. Gamer says, didn't get the vid out this past week, had an electrician working in the house, hope to get it out this week. Excellent. Let me see. Scott Coney said, I missed the start of the stream, why are you going after Dina? We're going after Nordheimer, named Nordheimers, to get the heart of the Nordheimer. And once we're going to get a bunch of them, we're going to go down south and we're going to see if we can get ourselves a Yeti Protector. Hello. Right, there is Cooking 9 sitting there. Right, let's pop up here because Janos and Marcos has a chance to spawn over here. Just need to... Bex says, just need to farm berserkers for purges. Well, you know where the guaranteed berserker is, Beck. Right, who are you? You're a fighter 1. How are you getting on? You're back to 100% again. And most of the way to level 9. Meadow Watch. Janos! Excellent! What were you, a level something bearer? Ow, 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 ow. Pokey stick dude. There he goes. Whirlwind. Right, Janos. Really? No heart either? I'll take your hard and steel sword though, and your shield. May as well take your runestone. Bearer 1, we don't want that. Okay, so that's all the named people from up here. Let's go back down and do Dina again. 6 Badges says, Game Labs, your live stream was good to scratch my itch for your content. Yeah, but we want to see the videos. Want to see the videos. That's what's going to grow the channel, as videos. Unfortunately, streaming on YouTube is not a great way of growing a channel. But it's a great way to interact with people, and that's why we're here tonight. Robert, come on. Come on, down here. Fat Labs, have you ever thought of streaming on Twitch? Because you're going to get more random people joining you on Twitch. Right, there's those ghastly wolves. And David says, got myself a couple of berserkers from the Mounds of the Dead yesterday. Nice. Oh, Dina hasn't respawned. Get that corrupted wolf off of me. Right, I wonder if I just wasn't far enough away. I wonder if the other one has respawned. Bet got a Delincia Stargazer's Crest. Nice one. And David named them Bonnie and Clyde. Nope, doesn't look like she has respawned. And Rot Branch is lying there sleeping. Is that a bag? Would that be her stuff? Let me see if I can run in and see if there's a heart in that bag. Oh, it wasn't a bag. Or if it was, it just disappeared. That's a shame. So she's definitely not wandering about here. No. Right, let's go and leave the area and see if we can get them to respawn. Max was saying that the creator does not own content on Twitch as opposed to YouTube. Who? Dragon's been saying, never, not gonna lie, your accent still makes me want to grab my claymore and charge into battle. Hold. Hold. How far away have you got to go to make her respawn? Not there. Not there. Okay, let's head down south. And then come back up again. What's that floating in the sky? Smoke is off. Good night, Smokers. Good to see you. What is that smoking? I've never seen that floating in the sky. I've seen plenty of things floating in the sky, but I've never seen what looks like a rock. Badges is thinking, who are you and what have you done with the real swamp? The Freya quest was long and tedious. Not sure if it'll do it again. Okay. There is a rock floating in the sky. I've never seen that. That must be a new thing. It's a rock or a large bag. Says, yeah, it definitely looks like a rock. Elk's down here. Wolf's going for that elk. Let me go and get some water while I'm over here. Gamer says, sorry, stepped away for a minute. Yes, just not knowledgeable with Twitch. Yeah, I mean it's difficult because you have to be streaming a lot of hours to be able to get was it Twitch partner? You'd have to be streaming, but you could still, if you're not actually going for it for the money point of view, you can still build up quite a big audience because people go to Twitch just for, like, they'll see a game and go and see who's streaming that game and then go and watch them. Whereas that doesn't really happen on YouTube. It's more your own people that come and watch you on YouTube while you're streaming, and it's a great way of interacting with you wonderful people. PG Bean says, you found the magic rock. Indeed. So remember, Dad, you could build a purge base on that floating rock. When playing on your server, I saw some kind of thrall spawn in the sky in the distance and fall to the ground. Yeah, that I've seen that happen before. That used to happen. That happens a lot on Ark. When you come into an area and something spawns in. There we go, she's back. Something will spawn in the sky. I guess it's to stop them getting stuck in the terrain. They spawn them in the sky and they fall down to the ground. That's not that uncommon. Right, Dina. Can we have your heart, please? Oh, she's on a fatality. Right, dude, get out of the way. And she's got a heart. Okay, we've got 2 hearts. Ancient bow. Right, let's see if we can get the other one and get her pulled without getting rot branch this time. Teddy Trent, good to see ya. Scott Cooney says, money. Who needs money? Well, apparently it makes the world go round. Gilmore says, yeah, YouTube is more like a Google search in video form. Indeed, yeah. Apparently YouTube is the 2nd biggest search engine in the world. Right, there she is. So she's quite far away from Rock Branch. You, dude, come back here. Not that. That. Let's see if I can pull her on her own. Right, stand still. Stand still. Oh, really? No. Getting a bit close to Rock Branch. Let her come back. Moved again. Moved again. No way. Remember how I've said I don't like archery builds? Right, you come back here. In fact, we actually took a lot out of her with that one arrow. Come in. There we go, she's coming now. And she's far enough away, we're not pulling Rock Branch. Cool. Right, do you have... We've got some nice healing, and we've got another heart. Sweet! Right, let's go and get Liam. That distance is fine, she just wandered too far last time. Yeah. Valencia got to be jealous that Dina gave you her heart. Let's see. David says, I do, and Jack Daniels is getting expensive. Yes, indeed. Definitely need money for old Jack. That's not falling, it's spawning with style. Bulwark says, Annabella is between 100 and 300 depending on the day. On Twitch, yeah. Yeah, and then also she's doing it as her job, so she's streaming like every day. I did look at Twitch, but yeah, you do have to put. You've got to be streaming. I think it's something like 4 times a week, at least. Which I'm not prepared to do. Once a week is fine, just to catch up with you guys and have some interaction with you. That distance fine, she just wondered, yeah, there's a lot of bourbons that are better at the same price point. Not so much around this part of the world, hey Scrah. It's pretty difficult to get much in the way of bourbons. Although, of course, Jack Daniels isn't a bourbon, is it? It's a Kentucky whiskey or something like that. Nordheimer Archer. Here comes Leon. Oh, watch out for that jailer, and he's star metal. We've got 2 stacks of bleed on me now. Whoa! Get out of the trees. Heal up. EGBN says, I heard some countries have stopped importing Jack. Ooh. Sesame Street Fighter is in the house. Survivors watching GG stream, so I'll be on in a few minutes after. Not a problem, Sesame. Scott says, well, heck, I'm retired and play golf and play video games all day. Maybe I'll just start streaming on Twitch. Everyone wants to watch an old guy fail. Kimberly Buchanan? My drink of choice. Cool. Tennessee whiskey, yeah, there we go. This badges Gaming Granny, good content, yes indeed. Unfortunately, she's started streaming on a Sunday evening too. Right, Heart of a Nordheimer from Liam this time. No, I don't want any of that jailer stuff. Right, we'll go up and see if Janos or Marcus has spawned again. I actually prefer Jim Beam over Jack Daniels myself, but very few bars around here sell that. Pokey stick, guys, get your pokey stick off of me. How many do we have? We've got 4 now. Right, let's have a look. Somebody's coming. Right, bearer 2 and another pokey stick guy. Just getting squished by his feet. We'll take the good healing wraps. Did I get my healing wraps back off of you? I did. Past master, and you are... Nope, so there's no named fighters here. There's a book though. Sit emote. That work on you? I guess not. Not following. Nope, it's not a pet emote then. Or if it is, it doesn't work on that kind of pets. It'll just work on animals. Right, let's go. Robert, come here. David's other go-to drink is Kraken rum. Oh, that's nice. Six Badges also prefers Jim Beam over Jack Daniels. And Sheriff says go for 2 more to be safe. Yeah. G. Ben says personally he's a rum guy too. Cool. How do right gaffers home soon and need to sort out Scran. Cheers Anger, cheers everyone. Slange. Okay, how do? Thanks for popping by. Gusnak. We'd go 20 and still end up with just potions if RNG's joy. Oh, that is true. It is very much an RNG thing. Right, let's go in the dark. It is 9:10. That's Janus respawned already. How did that happen? I keep calling him Janos, but it's Leon. Ooh. Ouch. Get down. Get down. Have you got a heart on you? He does. 5. Right. Yeah, let's get a couple more. We'll do 2 more Dinas, another Leon, and then check up top. 1 more circuit and see how many we get from that. Heal up. Okay. Dina hasn't respawned, but Liam respawned really quickly. Okay. Let's do the same thing again. Round down to Magic Rock. The camp's even named after... I know. I don't know why it got stuck in my head as Janos. It's, every time I mention his name, it's now saying Janos. Ooh, White Wolf isn't here. All hail the Magic Rock, yeah indeed. Unless it hanged Leon is the next... Unless it's hanged, Leon is the next best melee damage fighter below Delencia. Oh, really? Aye, actual damage that he does, but obviously he doesn't have the HP. I have tamed Leon, but I don't think I've ever leveled one all the way up to level 20. Right. About turn. Let's ride back up again. Hopefully that'll be far enough and she'll have respawned again. Or unless it's changed. Okay, I see. Oh, there's the white wolf. Suddenly appeared. It's weird how it isn't a one skull, this one. But it still counts as one of the ones for Freya's quest. Mark saying, rims are on and filled with air and my hands are washed and he's here. Okay, we can get started then, Mark. Beck says, I got my berserkers, now just got to farm some armour and weapons for them. Grisnet said, maybe on a future run you could avoid Delincia and berserkers and try other northern names. Yeah, that's a possibility. Still not there. Interesting. Right, let's check the other one. You need to get a white wolf and name him Geralt. Just seems like the right thing to do. There's a white wolf back at my a greater wolf. The white wolves is one of the first beasts that we tamed. Is back down at my base down at Noob River because they weren't very good. Nope, she's not spawned yet either. Right, okay. Guess it must just be purely on a timer and not distance. Sesame's back, so Granny Gamester is done. Anger time. Good to see ya. What is the best option for leveling thralls? Unnamed city. Well, it kind of depends on the level of the thrall. And what those thralls are. I mean, if you took some of the Noob River ones into Unnamed City, they would get massacred. But if you have a Delincia or a Berserker, for example, then I would put a couple of levels on them by going around killing things like shalebacks and crocs and stuff like that. Oh, I'm way past it. I'm way past it. Get a couple of levels on them just to get them maybe up to level 5, and then I'll do the skeletons just outside. Where is it? Here, outside Khalil's stronghold. You've got the skeletons around here. Kill them, and then maybe head into the Unnamed City. Once you're happy, they've got decent armor, they've got a decent weapon. You can start working your way around the Unnamed City, or go into the Unnamed City and just do the skeletons. Don't do the bosses to start with, maybe until you're happy that they're going to survive. And once you're happy with that, start taking the bosses on, because you get lots of good XP in the Unnamed City. Yep, he's back again. Why does he spawn so quickly? Here he comes. Here he comes. Pulled him down. And splat. Nobody else come in. And got another heart. Hardened steel axe. We'll take that and break it down. This was saying I died to the Imp King on the Nomad server at level 22 after I killed the G4 Croc solo. Never underestimate having no armor. Indeed. 6 badges always starts your thralls at Zelha. So doing the apes at Zelha, that's a great one. Imam says redeemed Silent Legion, Voidforge heavy chest, Godbreaker grips, and perfected heavy for legs and feet, best set up for berserkers. If you've got those things unlocked. Maybe an increased render range. Yeah, it's weird. Undead give pretty good XP and are numerous, indeed, indeed. Yeah, so I mean, if you have the perfected heavy armor set, if you've done the journey steps to do the perfected armor, that's a great way of just starting with that set. And then if you've then got the other bits and pieces that Game Labs mentioned, or is in my armor spreadsheet that should be linked in the description, then you can start mixing in those pieces just to give them a little bit more armor or a little bit more strength weapon damage. And then of course you've got pork your thralls. There we go, she's there, she's back. If you buff them up with the salted pork and the pork rinds, and also a strength potion of grey or black or whatever one you want to use. Give them as much chance as possible. There's another heart. Right, we'll do one more Dina over by Rock Branch, and then that'll do us. Andy B said, thank you for a great stream, but real life is calling. Take it easy all and have a great week ahead. Okay, Bandy B, thank you for popping by. Great to see you again. Robin Dad says, Sesame Street Fighter, I got blindsided by a third tiger in an area where I thought were only 3 to end my most recent attempt. I've gotten 3 of the pieces already. Oh dear. So for those who aren't aware, quite a few people here has been doing Sesame's Nomad run, and Sesame's been helping them out, teaching them how to be a nomad, where you only have one life, you don't have any base building, no benches, so you can't craft anything. You just have to get what you can craft in your inventory in here, or loot off of corpses that you've killed, and try and complete the game in that manner. PG Ben says, personally I like the Frost Temple. If you include the dragon, I can usually get the last couple of levels rather quickly. So that would be a good place to go once you've got a few levels on them, but I certainly wouldn't take the Frost Giants are not that hard. They're not that hard, so yeah, you could go there, but obviously it's cold there, so you're going to need the gear to get there. Right, that Dina's there as well. Let's see if we can get her this time without 2 little arrows. Right. Oh, I went ahead of her there. No, she moved. She doesn't stand about for long, does she? Stop, 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 stop. Ha! Got you that time. And she's more than far enough away. Look how much damage I did to her with that one arrow. Bearing in mind, I'm not an agility build. And no heart from that one. So we've got 7 hearts. Right, now we have to get all the way down south. And go to the cave. Anger is a proven permadeath. No, yeah, I have a video series. Although, is the flying rock gone? Where's the flying rock? Oh no, it's still there. Yeah, I got a video series where I took part in the challenge, and was able to complete it. But at the time, I kind of thought it was a bit cheaty, because at that time is when the first what's it called? The caravan quest, the headhunters event, the very first time the headhunters came in, and you could get the skulls off of the sorcerers, and you could then hand them into the Catan caravans, and you could use that to buy a tier 4 thrall, which helps immensely. Turned out the one I got from my RNG, I got the Marcus, the Nordheimer dude. But also at that time you could go to the caravans and you could get legendary weapons. So I was able to get myself a legendary weapon, and I was able to get Marcus a legendary weapon too. Can I just jump down there? Jump! Nope, can't quite jump down there. Get back on. And obviously you can't do that anymore. Once the Headhunter event does come back, it would be a possibility. You still can't get legendary weapons. The best to do is hardened steel weapons now. I need to jump down into the river. Whoop. Just cut on at the very end there. And jump. So yeah, I probably did it at what I would say is the easier time. You can get a fighter from Flotsam for 100. So you've always been able to get fighters from Flotsam for 100 gold, but the best they can be is a level 3. That was the original way of doing it. Was you, and the way they're doing it right now is to get the fighters. Obviously, they're just a level 3. They're not quite as good as a named. Because one of the options you could have got a Delincia. Delincia was one of the tier 4 combatants that you could get from the caravans. I happened to just get Marcus, and I used Marcus, who did the job. I need to get some water. There we go. Sleepy Boo, good to see you. How are you? Bullock says I tried 2 times, once successfully with a thrall, and it was the caravan, same as Anger, and one unsuccessfully when I died almost at the end with no follower. Yeah, I have to play with a follower. I can't play. I'm not good enough to play myself. Suburban Dad says I prefer War Party. I like one dagger friend to get quick hits and bleed, and another friend with a big slow smashy thing like a Warhammer or greatswords makes a good 1-2 punch. So if I'm doing War Party, I tend to have one with a single-handed mace because it's quick and does sunder, and then another one with something like a two-handed greatsword or some sort of AoE weapon. David says he's switched over to using War Party, from War Party to Well Trained. I tend to do that now as well. For moving thralls between bases and for training up thralls, War Party is great because you can do it 2 at once. But for the ultimate killing machine, having a well-trained high level is my way to go. Let me cut across here instead of winding my way down the river. Six Badger says the thing I love about War Party is that one can have a bleed friend and also a sunder friend. Yes, so you can have one of each. Hello, hyena. Hyenas. Sleepy Boo says, I'm so happy to finally... I've got to watch where I'm driving while I'm trying to read. Let's go down here. So happy to finally catch your live stream, but doing pretty good now. How about you? I'm doing pretty good too. Ugh. Come on. Oh, you fighting the hyena? Right, come on, let's go. That says, I thought my thrall was bugged when I changed to a ranged and gave him melee weapons. They'd get stuck or not run to targets. I forgot to change them to chase. Aha. Oh, we've come out just above our base, so we can go and have a look at the White Wolf. Flotsam Thralls can be pretty solid in Nomad. Just checked out Tzix the Legend on Sesame's latest Nomad challenge. Oh, I see. I see. Works is I think you can get T4, but I don't remember, because I think even getting a tier 3, unless that's all changed now, but it used to be it was a pretty low percentage to get a tier 3, and it was really tier 2s was the normal one. Here are the pets that got left behind. So there's the white greater wolf, we've got the greater croc, we've got a greater saber-tooth. We have 2 greater saber-tooth, one of them is up the stairs. Here's Trip FDW, the greater hyena, who was our early game friend. He was the best of all the things we had early game. This guy I thought was going to be the best. This is also based on a hyena, but with a skin on it. But it turns out its armor was rubbish, and its HP was pretty rubbish, although it did quite a lot of damage. But this was the dude. Until we got our bear. Right, let's head down to the cave. Sesame says, for by nomadic rules I only use 5 points in authority, only for the irritate perk. Which map do I prefer more, Sipta or Exile? I have to say I prefer Exiles most. It's the one I've played the most. Sipta is getting more and more. When I first played it, I didn't like it at all. And then we did the Sipta playthrough on these Sunday streams before this playthrough before this one, and we did pretty much most of Sipta, if not all of Sipta, and I started to really enjoy it. Hyena Trip FTW was awesome early game. Sure was, yeah, it was. I thought the Abyssal one would be the better one. But when you look into actually using them as proper followers, and what you need is HP and armor, it turned out that the bog standard vanilla greater hyena named Trip FTW was the one to go for. Oh, I always forget where I need to go. We need to cross the river, that's for sure. This way. Let's get off the horse and just swim. That says, for me it seems there's more things to do on Sipta. Sesame Street Fair, you should at least allow building a stable in your runs. Can't imagine running through the map on foot. No, that's not allowed. No building allowed. Right, now I have to remember where that cave is. The Nomad Cave. Fighting, leave them to fight. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, that was not too bad. Hello imp. Right, the problem is this guy might be an issue, so let me... Oh, he's on 5 meter follow as it is. Okay. try the beast of burden. You'll soon get used to no horse. Imps. More imps. Take the imps down. Hanuman's Grotto. 6. Your first legendary inside here is a nomad. Is that off of Valis? There's the boss dude. Down you go. Alright, you can either climb over the rocks or dive down and swim underneath. Valis is the key. Valis is the key to success. Right, let's see if the frost giant will come in. Come in? Come in. We come in? He will come in. There we go. I wasn't sure he would come in at that size. He's went for the horse. You do 385 damage to Valis, yeah. Nice. Okay, what have we got? We've got some Silent Legion armor, we've got a withered heart, and some food. Climb on the statue and the thrall teleports. Ah, I see. I'll take them and break them down, actually. Right, here we go. So this little chest here. Let me see if we can read the book. This book. Others may have perished a long time ago, but I will remain. My loyalty will not be swayed by the disgustingly feeble creatures in this cave. Nor will the lack of food or clean water dismay me even a little. Hanuman tests me. I know it. I will be rewarded given time. And that book there.
O Lord of the darkness, of men who are not men, give us strength and suffering in equal measure. Let our bodies be pleasing to you, and our minds quieted from this conscious thought. Let us find the inner rages and loose them upon the earth. We give our sacrifice into your hands. Appease your thirst in the slickness of blood. Grant us the power of your might, the eternal strength of Hanuman.
Okay, so we can give any heart. So as people are saying in chat, you have to be careful if you've got the heart of the sands in your inventory, the one that you've pieced together, the 3 pieces, the 3 broken pieces at the Sandswept Ruins. That's one of the pieces you need to break the bond and complete the game. So if you have that in your inventory here, it will donate that away, so you don't want to do that. But let's do the first one. And we got Hanuman's gift. So most of the time we're going to get Hanuman's gift, these potions here that give you a random variable effect each time you use it. Do it again. Boon of the Yeti. There we go. We got one. So a Yeti Protector. Hanuman's gift again. 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 Don't have the required items. Okay, so we've got the Boon of the Yeti and we've got 7 Hanuman's gifts. So luckily we had enough hearts that we managed to get 1 Yeti out of him, which weighs 50. So we're going to give that to Kari, and now we've got to head home and get that dude out. So many hearts, indeed. Sesame. Sesame is saying he drops the Staff of Hanuman, a legendary spear. I get ya. I don't think I've ever seen that drop then. Obviously I don't farm them like you guys do. I would come in here maybe twice. Once to give those hearts of the Nordheimers to get the Yeti Protector, and maybe again with heart of the heroes to try and get the gorilla. Ooh. Fist fight, fist fight, fist fight, fist fight, fist fight. Got him down. Right. On, Robert. Come on. Can you call your frost giant half Thor like the mountain? Oh, as the mountain as in Game of Thrones mountain. No, no, no. He's stuck. Come on. Come on. There we go. We're moving. Joshua Martin says the spear is rubbish. Yeah, but if you're doing a nomad run and you can only get stuff that you've looted, then a first legendary is going to be good. Hanuman's Grotto would be the only way to have a pet follower as a nomad, right? It would be pretty different when there are other things you could loot. You can buy some in Pirate Bay. You can, but not that great ones. Yeah, and if you're up fighting the Nordheimers to get their hearts already, then you're going to be doing pretty well. And you whatever you got at the time is probably going to be enough to get you to end game. More so than this guy. This guy it's not that great. Will we fight the croc boss? See how he does against the croc boss? Right, let me get my daggers. Staff of Hanuman drops very often. It's a good early weapon. Okay. You can loot the Frost Giant King. That takes too long, yeah, and the cold weather stuff, you got to struggle to get the cold weather stuff to get the Frost Giant King. Right, let's get him aggroed. That's it. I'm hungry. I need to eat food. There we go. Tail flip. Which doesn't bother him at all, just like the bear. Whirlwind, whirlwind. And he's down. Right, well, oh, look, a lance core. We'll take that. No, I don't want that. I want that. And we'll hack him and get a skeleton key. There we go. No bother for the frost giant. Hello everyone from Greece. Well, hello from Scotland. Which, like I showed you, I don't need to glitch it. When you've got a frost giant covering your tail. Yaka Robbed, popping in to say hi. We'll watch tomorrow, not a problem. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. If experienced, you can do Dina easily at level 5. Yeah, Dina would probably be the easiest one to get because she's on her own. Now that Freya's not there. But yeah, you'd have to be experienced to be, because those Nordheimers do hit hard, and you've got to have to get through the wolves and stuff as well. Oop. Right, let's get home. Let's see what we've got scorpion-wise and get our Yeti Protector out. And see what they need as food. There's the camp that still doesn't have any people in it. So annoying. So annoying. Sleepy Boo's in Germany. Well, hello. Another German. Oh, 6 badges is writing in Greek. Sesame says he tests all the new nomads here to get the mentality and how much muscle movement will kill the croc at level 7. Has anybody been in the Dreg since the hotfix to see whether it has actually fixed it? I have not tested that yet. David says, I have my base just above where the crocodile boss is. I accidentally caught its attention and followed me up to my base. Didn't last long when all my thralls started attacking it. Nice. Scott Cooney says, yes, it is fixed. Grishnak says, nope. I guess that means nope, he hasn't tested it, as opposed to nope, it's not fixed. Yes, Drex is fixed. Yeah. Joshua Martin, not on PC. You're not on PC? You're on console? Xbox is still broken. That's because the patch hasn't come out for Xbox yet, because it's still waiting for Microsoft certification or whatever they class it as. It got certified by Sony. That's the big problem with Conan Exiles and anything to do with consoles, is they can't put any updates out until it's been certified by Sony and Microsoft. And Microsoft in particular seem to be really bad at getting that through. So the patch came out on the PC and the PlayStation, but it didn't come out on the Xbox yet. Drugs fixed. Correct, yes. Sesame says, can't wait for Linux gaming dominance. I suspect you'll be waiting quite some time, Sesame. Jump. That's going to hurt. Oh no, it didn't. Thought that was going to kick me off. Bill has to manually sign the approval. Bill's not at Microsoft, hasn't been at Microsoft for years. He's off doing his charitable foundations and stuff these days. I suppose we could go around and have a chat with the brute. Nitsa says, I don't understand is what the hell the bug on the Well of Skelos where the boss is missing still isn't fixed. That bug. So yeah, that bug has been in the game for as long as I've played the game. On single player, I believe it works fine on. It works fine on servers, but it's just on single player. And why they haven't fixed it when it's part of the main quest line for the game just confounds me. And every time they put out an update, I put a comment to Funcom saying, "Degenerate fixed yet? Has Degenerate been fixed in this update?" Oh look, there's that event that we played at a couple of weeks ago, and it was bugged. Grisnak says, David, better than what happened to my base on my first ever game. Got 20 plus thralls, pets, and someone rode through, dragged the croc boss. It proceeded to kill them all. That is something that can happen quite a lot. And we suspect that's what's happening to Moira's thralls on the server. Is people are because it's just below the Scorpion King that is here. Our base is here, and we think that people are right in dragging that, and it's going and killing things in our base. Sleepy Boo says, I switched from PS to PC and will say it's such a different experience but positive. Scott Cody, well, until Steam released Steam OS on PC, bye bye Windows. Well, until Steam released Steam OS on PC, bye bye Windows. Okay, I see what you mean. But then you can only play Steam games. Right, take out those two. 228 damage. There we go. Nothing on there. Is that Black Lotus? It is. Take the gold dust as well. Well, let's see. We'll have a quick crack at the brute. Steam OS is like, yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah, we can emulate Windows games now at better FPS than Windows 11. Yes, but Steam isn't Linux harder to use than Windows. So yeah, so Linux used to be harder to use, but now it's got such good graphical interfaces over the top of it that it's fine. It's just obviously you're limited to what software you can run on it. You might have a lot of software that's Windows-based software, but depends what kind of software you use. You probably be able to get a Linux version of what you want. But as far as I'm aware, Linux has no Microsoft bloat. No, it doesn't. But like you wouldn't be able to play Epic games on it, or you wouldn't be able to play EA games on it. And if I'm right, I've seen people who take the what's it called? This is it the Asus ROG little handheld PC thing, and I've put Linux OS on that. But because it's limited, they've then put it back to the Windows version. Out of stamina. Same as that runs Steam Deck, you can run games from other launchers. Oh, you can? Okay, I didn't know that. Another set of daggers, a fragment of power, more lance cores, and a weapon kit. No predatory blade this time. I saw you play Savage Wilds, but are you going to play modded Conan like AOC? So we were talking about that earlier on. It's like it's possible I will, but yeah, just people don't really. You don't get the numbers. People aren't really that interested to watch that. There's only a limited people who want to see it. But I've forgotten what it's called already, but the new one that's the modded version of Exiled Lands with the added bits in it. It's a short name that I can't remember. I'm quite interested in looking at that. Can't mount here because it's too close to the giant. Linux will take over my gaming life, says Sesame. Scott says, my PC is partitioned now with a Linux and a Windows, and I play most of my games on the Linux side. Oh, interesting. Sesame says, I play Origin and Epic games on Heroic Launcher for Linux Mint. We can play every game. Cool. Excellent. Right. We're home. Grim map. Thank you, Kimberly. Right, let's get off the horse. Robert, stand there. You have got the Yeti on you, so put that down here. What are you? You're level 10 now. Highly strung. Oh, it's got a -3 to grit, but +7 to agility, so that's a horrendous perk. It's reducing his armor by 3 and increasing his agility that we don't care about because we want strength. Cooney says, I don't play anything that needs to run anti-cheat, which isn't very many games. Fair enough. What is Grim Map? So Grim Map Sesame is a modded... Oh, sandstorm coming in. It's a modded version of Exile Lands with extra bits put in it. Stand guard over here. Right, let's see. What are your starting stats? Starting with 512. With 53 armor. And if we make you follow, you go up to 2,616. With 373 armor. Oh, it's desert berries he needs as his food. I bet you I don't have any desert berries. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. And nothing in there. Ah, typical. Typical. And it's puffball mushrooms for his strength bonus. What are your stats? 52% in strength, 58% in agility, 64. It's a very balanced stats. Desmond says, I like extra bits. Anything that affects nomadic play. I honestly couldn't tell you, says we haven't looked into it that much. Six Badges, I wonder, Anger, are you going to continue watching the latest Campfire Clowns after this? Probably won't be after this, but tomorrow. I'll definitely finish it off tomorrow. So much streaming going on now. Obviously we've got Game Lab streaming on Friday, and I didn't get very far into Game Lab stream when we had family turn up at the door, so I had to leave his stream to go and see to them. So I've had to catch up on that. Hobo Gamer is streaming now. He was streaming last night. Managed to catch a little bit of him, but before we had to go and do family stuff again, so I had to catch up with him this morning. And obviously Game Labs, Max and Campfire Clowns was streaming last night. So that's another 3-hour stream to catch up with today as well. as well as doing my editing that I was requiring for tomorrow and other stuff that I had to do as well. Busy, busy. David saying, good night everyone. Good night Anger, thanks for the great stream tonight. Have a great week everyone. Anyone else had a transporter stone vanish with no record in the event log? Nope, not seen that, Grishnak. Confused Barbarian says, I died a lot. Sleepy Boo, going to eat real quick, BRB. Another great stream. Finally caught. Well, I'm off to bed, so see you next time. Cheers, Johnny. Good to see you. Sesame saying, Confused Barbarian, when are you ready for a permadeath training? Confused died a lot. Yeah, so to level this guy up, I'm going to have to go back to the desert and go and get a whole bunch of desert berries. What time is it? It's 4 minutes to 10, so we're not going to be able to do that today. Look at that. Head stuck through the roof and just his butt showing. Can we go through his legs? No. Can we go through? No. No, can't go through his legs. Great. Great. Come outside. Okay, so I'm going to get stuff prepared for him, and then I think we'll take him out for a run next week and see how he gets. What's Bear like? Oh, Bear's at 20 now. With, okay, he is okay. He's got 13, plus 13 to strength and plus 3 to grit. But he's got such great stats anyway. To pass under a Yeti should give you the unlucky debuff. Because it says, I've built 2 in the same spot and both times they've vanished within a couple of days. Have you tried putting them on foundations, Grishnak? Next, head up to the... Oh, my scorpions! What have we got? We've got 1... That looks like a king scorpion, and then we've got 4 rubbish scorpions. So they can go to the farm. Let's take you. Get rid of that. With you. Oh, we're encumbered. Yes, this is not the big scorpion. This is like the second biggest one. Let's put you down. Which I guess is the same as that guy up there. He starts with 1,179. Ooh, he eats putrid meat. How much armor does he have? He's 106 armor, and then if I get him to follow, his health goes up to 5509, and his armor 786. Putrid meat? Do we have putrid meat? Confused says, hi Sesame, I'm ready, just need the info. Cool. Grishnak, they were on my standard base, so had the full 240 hours. Oh, okay, fair enough. Interesting. Drink. Oh, we've got putrid meat in here. Right. Come here, scorpion. I'll get another 5 scorpions put in. And see if we can get the proper queen one. Right, scorpion v scorpion. Was that 30 damage? Wow. Oh, and then everybody else joined in. Oh, got level up though. Right, come over here. Right, get that one. Oh, it does put poison on them though. Damage numbers are not great, are they? You got to do anything? You just got to stand there? Oh, there's another one. God, it's slow. this is not good. Might make an okay tank, I suppose. All leveled up. Okay, need to take you out as well. Right, well, I'll level up to like level 5 or something like that, and we'll test it out. And I'll stick another 5 scorpion hatchlings in the animal pen and see if we can get a queen one for next week. Stand guard. There, I suppose. Right, there we go. We got the Yeti. The Yeti Protector's got a rock in his hand, getting ready to fight. That'll do for today. Anger, thanks for Nomads to have a channel on your server. It has been a real education for us, and thanks for Sesame for being a... That's not a problem. Feel free to use the voice chats whenever you need. It's all good. Not a problem at all. Good to lots of information sharing going on in that channel, so it's good to hear. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us this week. Our time is up. We're past the 10 o'clock. Thanks for all the chat that's been going on. All the new people, welcome. Good to see you. So the Nomads are on Anger server. I've been there, but it's been a while. So they're on the Discord server. Confused by Barry. They're not. I don't think they're playing on my Exile Land server anymore. I think it's Trip server they're using for actual. Thanks Trip for the server. Yeah. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining in. It'd be great to see you all again. Have a great what's left of your weekend. Have a great week over the coming weeks, and hopefully see you back here. And remember, check out the Discord. Look out for the Dune Awakening beta keys drop that we'll be doing on the Discord server. Hopefully sometime this week, as soon as I find out what the details are. So thanks everybody. Good night. Have a good one.